any mother of teenage daughters knows that they're going to get a bit extra attention, so what can you do about it, you know? If she really wants to do this, then, you know, she's not, I don't feel or find that she's in any danger. She's quite safe, she's quite savvy, she understands not to, she'll never talk to any of these people, either, you know, through the computer or otherwise, will you? You don't take people on face value on there, do you?
Gemma and her mum had decided to ignore fans who make inappropriate contact through the net. In the Isle of Man, 14-year-old Beckii and her family have their own tactics.
Basically, I got myself into this market without really knowing what it was. Now I'm a lot more aware, and I don't regret it, but I think that being more wise, I could have changed it. So I think working to get away from the sort of sexual side, that's why we've turned down a lot of sort of offers for Grevia magazines and everything, because we don't want to do that, and I never want to do that. I mean, I'm 14 years old, and even if I'm making excuses saying, oh, it's just a different culture, even so, I'm still a British person, I've still got a British mindset, and I think it's wrong, so, yeah.
The problem is that they get so possessive. It's like your worst boyfriend ever. It's like they want the attention. They're so needy. If you don't reply to their comments on YouTube, they become so hostile.
So how do you kind of advise Beckii and Jackie and Derek?
From day one, I said to cut it off. Ignore them. Don't let them come any of your circles. In my experience, possessive fan, you just cut off. You don't reply to them, you don't cut off, because once you feed them, they'll keep coming back.
There is a proportion of fans that are middle-aged men.
Yeah.
And that for Western people, that's quite a hard thing to get your head around.
It is,
because you think that's just wrong and they shouldn't be watching young girls dancing on the internet. I mean, what's your kind of opinion about that?
To me, you know, I don't sort of categorise everybody in that bracket, and I wish people wouldn't, because there are a lot of middle-aged men who will watch Beckii and other girls, boys on the internet innocently. You know, we can't think that everyone is, you know, a paedophile or a stalker or whatever, and I won't be sort of pushed into thinking that, you know, everybody watching Beckii on the internet is bad and seedy, because they're not.
To escape the trap of strange fans who are attracted to danjo dancing, Fuji has a new plan.
I sing so bad.
He's writing a single for Beckii aimed at a new, more mainstream girls' market.
So is this the guide track you've made for Beckii?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like thought about writing these songs on the last day of Beckii's trip last time in April. She was crying, she didn't want to go home, and then I felt really sort of sorry, and then I realized how much she loves Tokyo, and thus Tokyo Love.
Kaze no tayori ni futa o mimi ni shitayo. Yeah, I don't know what the lyrics mean though, so I don't know what I'm saying. It's quite odd. I think it's a very different song to what I've usually done. It's more soft, and I think that's good, to be honest, because like if it's got like a sort of softer melody, then I'll show more of my singing instead of my sort of like rapping voice, if you know what I mean.
And what do your parents think of the song?
My parents, I think, are quite unsure right now, but I think maybe after I record it, they'll have a better idea of what they think of it.
If it was A&R man, as it were, I don't know if I'd put the song and the artist together.
The thing I was surprised about, it's purely aimed at the Japanese market, and after a few conversations, I thought we were going to try and do things that were aimed a bit more broadly.
We've been at this for a while now, and I think there's only a very short window of time with this whole thing anyway, and although we've not gone looking for it, I'm very keen to maximise the opportunity for her. I think we both are, aren't we? Just that,
But she is as well. She's guiding us.
She is, and she's now starting to switch on to the fact that, hey, hang on a minute, I can make quite a few bob at this, which you can always go back and get your education. Fortunately, she's got the capacity to maintain what she's doing, but it'd be a tragedy to miss that 15 minutes of fame and not maximise it to the extent where she could set herself up very, very comfortably. And if we're going to get in the big books, then, sorry, if she's going to get in the big books, then let's start to see some of it.
Global success and money is the plan. As Beckii and Derek head to the recording in London, the pressure is definitely on the manager to deliver a hit.
I've been to London about 3 times, and then in comparison to that I've been to Tokyo 6. And like when we came back from Tokyo, London just seemed so quiet.
Yeah, we could do something like that, to just throw her sort of really sweet voice.
That's in the bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the bridge. To start with, a lot of people thought she was an anime dancer, and then that phrase, I hated it, and then everybody hated it. She doesn't like that anymore, because she's not, you know, she's not an anime dancer. So this particular, the last couple of songs, I will prove to the world that she's not an anime dancer. She's got her attitude and things. So, yeah.
Tokyo love.
Yes, again.
Tokyo love.
Yeah.
Tokyo love.
That's it. There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Singing is the one thing which I've never had any confidence in. With practice, I could get a lot better, but right now my voice is sort of very raw and untrained, I guess.
Okay. Beckii, I think we're getting there, but I think we still need, because this one is a bit of a tricky one. She's almost 15 in about 3 weeks, so I think she ought to have a little bit more sophisticated and grown-up songs. This is more grown-up stuff, I think. But this is particularly for her, about her, I think, mind right now, where she's exactly where she is, growing up, falling in love with Tokyo, the lifestyle and everything, I think, and she's doing it exactly the way she should be doing it. So.
I like this because it's a more serious song instead of sort of like a, yeah, let's have some fun, everyone, woo. Like that sort of like a bit cheesy, like just want to have some fun. So I think this one's a bit more sort of serious, and I like it, I prefer it.
That was good. What we're doing is we're just like working on compiling it so that there is a one solid flow.
While Beckii and Fuji put in 6 hours of hard work, Derek keeps his doubts to himself.
We have it. Thank you.
Goodness for that.
Three weeks after the recording of Tokyo Love, Derek's happy to go public with the news he's found someone else to help. He's hooked up with a British hitmaker who has the ability to make Beckii a global star.
When you Google Tom Nichols and you get in Kylie Minogue, Rachel Stevens, Celine Dion, Holly Vallant's come up as names, you think, yeah, this guy's done a bit.
I haven't chosen which ones. Okay,
Tom agrees to see what he can do to turn internet hits into chart hits.
Are there lots of talented 14-year-old girls singing in their bedroom to their hairbrushes? I'm sure. What's different about Beckii? Well, she's got 12 million people being interested enough to check her out. That's why we're here. You know, without those numbers, we wouldn't be here.